Hey guys, this is a little bit of an update video. So as you can see an older video. If you want to watch that video on Poketch, there is a link in the description. But Poketch is the mobile app that I've been using to shiny hunt. It's a shiny hunt counter. You can select your game, you can select your type of hunt, you can select your Pokemon, your target, and you can sit there and click to add encounters. Now, this works for some friends. It's good on, I believe, iOS and Android. But the creator of this app has created a new a web app that you can use that works a little better. So let's go over to his Twitter page and take a look at it. So here is the Twitter page for Poketch. It's at Poketch app. So if you want to follow it to keep up to date with what's going on with the app and the website, I suggest that you do that. But if we click over here to shinyhunt.com, we'll get shinyhunt.com opened up. Now, as you can see, this is not my main app that I use. I might move over eventually, but right now, I only use one device to count my hunts, so it hasn't been an issue for me. But one of the best benefits, and I'll show you later, one of the best benefits is because this is a web app, and as you can see up here, I have a account. Since you have an account and this is a web app, everything's saved online. So no matter what device you're using this on, whether you're using this on a mobile phone, a tablet, or your PC, your hunts are going to go with you. Your hunts are going to be able to move with you. So we can move to the settings. If I click on the settings, you'll just see my username and my email. My email's up here. Please ignore that. And then we can select our avatar. The one I've clicked on so far is red, but basically every gym leader or important character from the Pokemon series is in here. I want to say that the pictures might be from Pokemon Masters. It looks like a lot of the characters that you see in Pokemon Masters, but you can pick anyone you want. Yes, here's the main character. So this is 100% from Pokemon Masters. So this is art straight taken from Pokemon Masters, but this is kind of cool that you can pick your avatar. Everyone's got a favorite character. Um, but as you can see your shiny decks, your collection, and if you catch them, it'll fill them in and keep track of them for you so you can have a shiny dex. You can have your collection, which you can filter out just like the app. You can filter out by hunts. You can filter out by date. What was your first shiny on the app? What was your last shiny? And there's also a little stat tally over here on the main mobile app. So you can see how many you're hunting, how many you have collected, and your dex completion. So this could be important for a lot of people. And of course, you could always add your hunts in that you've previously done. So if I wanted to, I could take all of the information from the Poketch app and put them in to keep my collection up to date. That would be something you have to do by hand so far. There's not integration as of now with the Poketch app, but this is kind of the higher quality version of the Poketch app. So we're over here on my encounters, and it asks me if I am ready to start a hunt. So all you do is click the plus, and you can sort Pokemon by game or method. So let's say we are hunting. Let's hunt a Bulbasaur, because Bulbasaur is someone I got randomly. I'm hunting on sword, and then here are all your methods. Now, some methods do only apply to certain games. DexNav, for example, SOS calling, those are only going to work for DexNav, only works for Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, and SOS calling only works for Sun and Moon and Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. There's Horde Hunting, Friend Savari. So when you click on these, they are going to show you your odds. So I'm going to click on Masuda, and then you're going to go to settings. You're going to go to Shiny Charm. If you have the Shiny Charm, you can turn it on, you can turn it off. If it's not available in the game that you're hunting in, it will tell you that it's not available. So you go ahead and click Start Hunt. And now, as you see, I have a Bulbasaur on here, and I can start my hunt. As you can see, there's a timer for each encounter, And then there's an overall timer. So, oh, I just hatched an egg. I'll count one. I hatched another egg. If you need to, you can pause it, and then your hunt is paused, so it won't continue. If we look over here, this is some of the stats. So here are the base shiny charm. You have charm rerolls and then method rerolls, and then it will tell you your current odds. So 1 in 512, 1 in 512. So those are the Masuda odds for the newest games if you have the shiny charm. That's some information. If you go to the three dots, you can adjust the timer, you can adjust the counters. Maybe you did some encounters without the app open. Maybe you accidentally misclicked, or maybe you just need to add some because you have already started the hunt, but you're moving it over to shinyhunt.com. You can adjust the increments. So update the hunt increments. So say you're double hunting. So I would do 2 and click save. So now when I start it, say I hatch an egg, now I'm hatching 2. So if you're doing bulk eggs, or if you're shiny hunting on multiple devices, this app will be able to keep up with it. Now we could always change the increments back down to 1. We can change the timer. We can reset the hunt. What would this do? This button right here actually gives you information to the Pokemon on Cerebi. So if you need some information about the Pokemon, Cerebi is your place to go, and the Shiny Hunt app is going to make sure you get there. So you can click on what generation you're looking for and find out all the information you need about Bulbasaur. Or if you need to delete it, you can delete it right there. Now, when you catch the Bulbasaur, I'm going to pause that. You can actually click this button and it will say congratulations. Now, you could hit X if you want to cancel this. It will tell you the counters, the total time you spent in the Pokemon. Say you are wild encountering, and you do not get your target Pokemon. That's what this little pencil is for. This pencil is for an edit. So say I had a random Charmander egg and I caught a Charmander instead. I click on that and I go to update Pokemon. I know that's a terrible example, but the edit button is there for wild hunts mainly. If you encounter a Pokemon that you weren't targeting, but you do want to count it into your shiny dex, you just switch over and then you can hit check and it's saved. Now if I go over to my shiny dex, my Bulbasaur is in there. It tells me I have one collected. And over in my collection, I have one Bulbasaur. Hey, one more thing I wanted to add. I stopped the original video and I wanted to go back, but here's my collection once again. So if I click on this Rookie D, I can see information on when I collected the Pokemon, what kind of settings I had. I could add notes. I could add some details to it. There's the amount of time. There's the nickname. You could add things like the ball that you used. You can add things like the gender. You can add more notes to it. So there's the day you collected it. The app Poketch does have the day that you started. So I don't know. Maybe it's because I started it and finished it on the same day because it was just a test. But as you can see, when you go to your collection and you click on it, you can see the counters, you can see the total time and whatever information you want to add in. I really like keeping track of like the gender and what type of Pokeballs I caught it in when I'm on my Poketch app. But I just wanted to add that in real quick. And I am doing starters. And I'm a pseudo method. And I have my shiny charm. And say on my other game, I'm just wild encountering my Yamper because that's what I did on one of my games. So let's look up Yamper. And I'll go to game and I'm searching him on Shield because I have the opposite game. And There is the battle method, and I do have a shiny charm. Now I am interested to see what my odds are. So as I encounter them, the odds should go down. So I can start both of them. And oh, I hatched a Score Bunny egg. I hatched a Score Bunny egg. I encountered a Yamper. I encountered a Yamper. Notice how both timers are going on. So I'm doing these hunts simultaneously. I'm doing them at the same time. So I can adjust the counters and say I'm already at my 500 mark of encounters for Yamper. If I go back over, it does not update. Unique. So that's something they'll have to add. So that's something we don't have so far with the method. So this battle encounter is just the same as random encounter. So say I am at Yamper and I didn't get Yamper, but I got a Rookity. So I can go over and I can change it here to Rookity. And then I can just switch it. And it'll tell me that I got a Rookity and not my Yamper. I actually did end up getting my Yamper. It took me about 4,100 encounters, which was insane. But this one's paused, obviously, because I went to change the stats, and I can pause this one. Now, the one thing you don't have right now is phasing. So when you phase, you just have to count them as separate hunts. So say I got my Rookity and I wanted to go back and get my Yamper. Well, I would have to know that this Rookity was phase 1, and I would have to add that into my collection. So let's finish that. So now, like when I do catch my Yamper, I'll have to count these encounters plus whatever I have for my Yamper if I do get that the next time. You can also filter them by how many encounters, how much time has elapsed, or when you created it. So you can filter out your different hunts. So I know lots of people, they pick up hunts, they put them down, they pause them for months. This is the app for you. I know a lot of people use a calculator. Some people keep everything tracked in a notebook. This can be used on any mobile device, any PC, any tablet. And because your account's logged in, if I open up my mobile app and do the same thing, so let's go to screen record. And I'm going to go to my Shiny Hunt web app, refresh it. And as you can see, my hunts are up to date. There's my collection. And if I go over, here is my Score Bunny. So I have Score Bunny back up, and then look at this. I can continue my Score Bunny. And if you can see on my computer screen, this app is actually keeping up with it. So as I add an encounter on my phone, it's actually adding an encounter on my PC as well on the web app. So I can be able to take my hunts with me no matter where I go, and be able to keep track of them. But what I want to know is, would you be interested in using a Shiny Hunt app like this? Do you use Poketch? Would you prefer to use Poketch and just keep it on one device? Or do you actually like the idea of being able to have this app wherever you go? I do like that about the web-based app. I just haven't felt the need to move over from the Poketch mobile app to shinyhunt.com. But I wanted to be able to show off shinyhunt.com because it is the next step in the Poketch app. So let me know down in the comments, what do you think? Do you like this app? Do you think it's missing some features? What would you want to see added to this to make it a more viable option? I do like how you have a synced account. So no matter where you are, no matter where you go, you can log in and you can continue a hunt. Also, if we look over on the Twitter, if we go down a little, they had some issues with a update. But if you go over to his last tweet on November 25th, it actually says, do you care about tracking the phase of the count? And over half the people voted, yes, please add that. So I would have to say that this is something that's being in the works. I know that for the longest time, getting up the shinyhunt.com was this developer's priority. So now that this is up, I would have to say that phasing should be on the way. But anyways, thanks for watching. Let me know in the comments down below what you think about the web app. What do you think about the Poketch app? If you want to see my video on the original video on Poketch, I'll have that in the description once again. But don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. See ya.